Welcome to Blueprints for Brilliance Coaching Insights, a podcast by coaches for coaches. Our guests share their hard-won wisdom to help you grow your coaching business and create a life of success. So get ready to unlock the blueprints to your success. Welcome, everyone, to our newest episode. I'm so excited to introduce you to a lovely lady. Her name is Alleyne. Her company is Overwhelmed to Organize Virtual Assistants, and she is a business coach. So welcome, Ashley. It's lovely to have you here today.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
You're so welcome. So tell us a little bit about how you became a business coach. What was your journey to get to where you are now?
So, backstory, we are a virtual assistant agency. And what I did was when I first started my company, I got tapped in with Hello Seven and Rachel Rogers through one of my friends and first clients who introduced me to her. And she was telling me about her membership and how she was learning so much about it. So I actually ended up joining Rachel Rogers' membership, and she is a renowned business coach, and she wrote the book We Should All Be Millionaires. So I had already read the book, and I was like, okay, I like what she stands for. I like what she's talking about. And here's this powerful Black woman. And I was like, okay, let me join her membership. And she had her inaugural conference called ROI, the Millionaire Summit, in January of 2023. And I attended that conference. I met a bunch of wonderful women, a lot of coaches as well. And I was able to network with them, have conversations with them, learn more about their business and the coaching that they do. And at the end of her conference, she actually pitched her own coach certification program. And I joined. I had zero intention on becoming a coach. I had no idea that's what would be even great at. And I took the leap, and it was a 9-month program. It was definitely rigorous, but I learned so much. And she said that this program, when I first joined, this is for two types of people. It is for people that are already coaches and they want to learn how to grow their coaching business, or this is for someone who wants to learn how to grow their business to 7 figures. So I joined for the latter piece of it. In the midst of it, I got all of the coaching training and, of course, the coach certification in the end. And then she had her second conference in January of this year where she had like a big graduation for us. So that was like nice to be a part of, where we all became certified Hello Seven coaches. So that's how I became a business coach.
Oh my
And
gosh, I love her. Can I just say that? I love her.
oh,
I
yay.
have her book on Audible and I listen to it over and over. She's so inspiring.
Yes, I love it. I'm so glad you're because not a lot of people know about her, but of course in the coaching space. So that's how I ended up becoming a certified business coach. And actually, some of the women that I coached, because we had to do like a practicum of a certain number of hours of coaching to get certified. And one of the women that I ended up coaching is now one of my virtual assistant clients. So one of the benefits to actually working with my agency is because now that I do have this coach certification program, when I'm meeting with clients, like we're talking business strategy. And it's not just your typical, oh, you delegate the work and your VA gets it done. It's no, we're actually strategizing on how to actually grow your revenue within the business and talking through your goals and the different things that you want to see and the impact that you want to have. So it's at a much higher level. And then I actually have a team who comes in and does the actual work for our clients. So it's like the best of both worlds.
I love that. So yeah, so tell us a little bit more about how you work with your clients. So you gave us a little top level. If a client came to you today and said, "I want your help,"
Mhm.
where would you start with them?
Yes. So typically clients come to us, and I specifically work with coaches and consultants because I understand that world. And with my agency, we are a team of 5. So we offer both admin services as well as social media management services. So with our clients, because I am also client facing and we're going to be the ones meeting together, we do a lot of like strategy focused work, helping a VA in the past, and it ended up not working out. And they felt like they didn't get what they paid for. So now where we come in, we have to be reliable, trustworthy, and competent to come in and support them at the highest level. And that's why they trust and love us. And the added bonus is the fact that we're not just doers, we're actually strategizing with you and we're giving you the feedback, we're giving you suggestions on the different things that we believe will help take your business to the next level.
Yeah, so many people need that, especially when they're beginning entrepreneurs and they don't know when to outsource and they're
Mhm.
uncomfortable with it. They don't want to hire someone, or lots of situations that you can imagine you guys can just step in and help them with.
Absolutely. And I love it. I love it. It's something that was so unexpected. Even a little bit of background, if I go back even further. So, my background is in psychology. I'm a licensed school psychologist. So, a lot of my training is in psychology, counseling. And what I like to call what I do is like business counseling because you have to create a safe space for clients to feel comfortable to open up and share the vulnerabilities within their business, and it's not easy. And when you're partnering with a VA, that's your right hand, and you have to be able to trust them and you have to be able to rely on them, which is really huge. And I just hate that certain people get burned in the process working with the wrong people. And that's why I really pride myself and my company on being that reliable source for our clients and making sure that they are getting the support that they truly deserve.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about maybe a client that you work with. It could be a favorite one or just one that had an amazing transition from where they didn't want to be to where they are now.
Yes. So one of my clients that come to mind, she's been with me for over a year now. We started last June 2020. And when we started, I was her very first hire. She's a physician and a physician coach. So she's still practicing medicine clinically. She only works 2 days a week, but she teaches other physicians how to step into their own entrepreneurship journey or even negotiate for better salaries, better working hours, better days. So she's all things negotiation for other doctors. And when she first came to me, she was very hesitant. She didn't really know how to delegate. She would delegate, take things back because she was like afraid to release control. And we had to really build a rapport. So now it's to the point where she's, what else can I get off my plate now? And over that course of over this year, we manage her social media. So now we've created a funnel, so to speak. She has her own podcast. So oftentimes people, they may find her on the podcast, then they go to her social media, they consume her social media, and then they reach out to her like, okay, I need your help. So now we have this like funnel that's in place where the right people are finding her, then they're coming to her socials, reviewing her content, binging her content, and okay, this is resonating with me. I need to work with her. And between May and June, she was able to sign 4 clients and she has a 10K offer from us handling her social media. And to think where she first started, and she was just like, I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. But
Those kind of professions don't often understand online because as a doctor, I can't imagine she spends a lot of time on Facebook. You know what I mean?
yeah. So all she knew was that she needed to start delegating. She didn't really know what to start with. She didn't really know who to trust. And I ended up coming as a referral to her. And that's how she ended up finding me.
I love that. It's interesting because you're not the first person to say that someone who was a doctor or maybe somebody who was in an office in that kind of capacity wanted to step away a little bit and just work a couple days a week and then do coaching or consulting on the other side of it.
Yeah, because if you think about it, they've worked so many years to get where they are. And then oftentimes, this is what she speaks about in her content. It's okay, you worked so hard to get here, and now you feel stuck. Or now you feel like, I hate it. Like I did all of this work and I don't even like it. And I'm working all these hours and I'm exhausted and I have no time to do anything else. And you get to this point where it's, am I going to let my family down to be a doctor? That's the thing. That's like the ultimate dream career. So it's a lot of guilt. It's a lot of self-shaming. It's a lot of reconsidering, what did I do with the past? How many years of my life? And what she's providing is she's providing an outlet. She's giving them back the power to negotiate on their terms because there's another way to do it. She's making top salary working 2 days a week clinically and has a whole six-figure coaching business outside of that and has a
Love
full
that.
team to support her.
Well, I love that. So tell me other types of people who would be your ideal client.
So I work with a variety of industries. So that's why my niche is just like coaches and consultants, because I work with an emergency management consultant. I work with several educational consultants. I work with a lot of people in education just because my background is in education. When I tell them that, they're like, oh my God, they just love it. So I work with a lot of educators. I work with that physician that I was telling you about. And I also work with a chef who also does like health and wellness coaching. So many different varieties. But as long as you fall within the coach or consultant, whether it's in health, medicine, education, emergency management, what have you, we will be able to support you because it's more so about these services that we provide. So we specialize in email management, email marketing, research, so like industry specific research. So if you're looking for any grants, speaking engagements, conferences, events, in your industry, we do the research for you and also pitch or apply on your behalf. So those are the services, the core admin services that we offer. And then if you're someone who's looking for building your online presence and you want to connect better with your audience and start bringing in leads and more business from your social media, we also manage your social media as well. So you can come to us either for admin only, social media management only, but our favorite clients to work with are the ones that get both, because that way we are like fully immersed in your business and we know everything that's going on. And that way, that's how you truly feel the support of the team.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about because I have a marketing agency and we used
Mhm.
to do social media for people back when it was early on. And so nobody kind of knew what to do with it. It was back when Facebook had fan pages, believe it or not, dating myself now. But yeah, sometimes people just don't know where to start. And I can totally understand that giving you or working with you on both parts of that is so smart because they do overlap and you do want to make sure that they're coordinated and that they're working well together.
Absolutely. It's a great feeling when our clients are just like, you don't know how much this has helped me. You don't know how much this has changed my business. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it, because I strongly believe that the more support we can provide to those solopreneurs that are impact driven, the more good I can do in the world. Because the more we help them, the more people that they can support. And it's like a domino effect.
I love that. Are your clients mostly women or men or 50-50?
100% women. I'm not against working with men. For some reason, the women just love hiring me. I've had maybe a handful of discovery calls with men, but they just opt not to go forward, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. But right now, I work with 100% women,
I
but I
love
don't
that.
market it that way.
We need to empower women. Women
Yes.
make good decisions. And I would think being a licensed psychologist probably actually comes into play more than you expected.
Yeah. So I'm licensed school psychologist. So I was working with children, specifically middle schoolers. So a lot of people, I always get asked, like, how did you go from being a school psychologist to even running your own virtual assistant agency? But again, with that coaching piece of it, a lot of it is just creating the space and knowing how to speak to people and being empathetic and giving people that outlet to really share what it is going on. And that is a skill. And I use my psychology skills every single day.
Your middle school psychology skills probably come into play more than you think they do.
Exactly. All those raging hormones and everything is an issue. Everything is an emergency with them. But one of the best pieces of feedback that I enjoy receiving, and I've been receiving it a lot lately, especially like over this past summer, where one of my clients, the chef that I was telling you about, she was like, "You're always just so calm. Like you come to our meetings and I just feel like, huh." Versus some people that come, they're like frantic. They're coming to meetings, they're running from another meeting, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I need to get myself together." And I never experienced that with you. You're always just, here's the agenda, here's what we're gonna do, and this is what we're gonna talk about. And it just cracked me up. And then literally the next day, another client told me the same thing. And I was like, okay, something's going on here.
I love that. You're the calm in their crazy environment. It's so important, especially when you're on your own.
For sure. I
Those,
didn't even know I was doing it.
yeah, because sometimes when you're a solopreneur and you don't have somebody to bounce things off of, Those crazies just roll in your head and you never know where they're going to spin off.
Exactly. It helps to talk things through because as business owners, we get so close and that we can't even see it. If you put your hand in front, it's like you can't see it. But if I'm looking at it like this, I can see my entire hand. So we're so close to our problems. We're so immersed in the trenches of our businesses that sometimes if you just take a step back, or if you have someone that is actually observing everything from that bird's eye view, they can pinpoint things that you may be missing or even things that you've never even thought about just because you're so close to the problem. And that's one of the benefits of coaching as well. That's why people invest in coaching because they're like, I need support. I need someone to talk to. I need guidance. And I need someone that isn't me guiding me. And the important thing is to get someone who has done the thing that you want. So I'm a licensed certified business coach, but I also invest in coaching. I'm actually in two different coaching programs right now, one for social media and one for growing and scaling an agency. So I'm getting very tailored support to the goals that I have. And I will continue to invest in myself. I will continue to invest in coaching. It isn't going anywhere and it's necessary. And I heard a quote that goes, if you have a coach that doesn't have a coach, that's a problem. Or like beware or something along those lines. And it's true because you want someone that is always learning. You don't want someone that feels like they just know everything and they just have all the answers.
Yeah, as a coach and as coaches who are listening, we all will wholeheartedly agree with that. Because you also need somebody who's going to push you to the next level and hold you accountable and make you think bigger. Okay, remind everyone again who your ideal client is.
So I specifically work with six-figure coaches and consultants. Oftentimes you are a solopreneur, you are overwhelmed, you're operating your business all on your own, you're doing all the things, wearing all the hats, and you know that in order to take your business to the next level, you're going to need help. And where my team and we come in, we're able to provide admin services such as email management, email marketing, industry specific research for you. Or if you're looking to expand on social media, build your brand awareness, and start connecting with your audience online, we can support you with social media as well.
Okay, so if people want your help, if they say, she's the one for me, Ashley can help me with this, I know she can, where would you like them to reach out to you?
So I am most active on Instagram, and you can find me at overwhelmed2, and that's the word TO, organized underscore VA.
Okay. And we'll put that in the show notes so people can just click on that and head right there and follow you on Instagram. And I'm assuming they can DM you on there.
Yes. Absolutely. DM me. I'm always chatting with people in my DMs. So definitely let's talk about the support that you're looking to offload. Oftentimes people are like, I don't even know where to begin. I'm so overwhelmed. And that's okay. We can have a conversation, talk it through, and then I can help guide you based on what it is that you're looking for. And then we can have a conversation about how the team and I can potentially support you.
Love that. Okay. Last question. If you could provide one tip to make the world a better place, what would that be?
So one of the things that changed my life was my mindset. So I'm a firm believer that when you change your mindset, you change your life. And it took me becoming a business owner because I was taught you go to school, you go to college, you get your degree, and you get your good paying job. Like that was my life. I was content as a school psychologist. I was happy. I loved the work that I was doing. I loved the school that I was at. I loved the coworkers I was working in. Once I heard the quote, you will never truly be free as long as you work for someone else, that lit a fire under me. It lit a fire under me. And I was like, wow, like the light bulb went off. And I was like, wow, I am comfortable. I immediately started thinking about, okay, how can I start generating another source of revenue? And two
Wow.
unexpected years later, here I am. And all it was hearing a quote, changing my mindset, changing what I actually wanted out of life and working towards it. And it has significantly changed my life.
Love that. We're grateful for people like you, Ashley, who are out there helping entrepreneurs grow and be less stressed and get things done that need to get done. Thank you so much for joining me today. This has been such a pleasure. Thanks for joining us today on Blueprints for Brilliance Coaching Insights. We hope you're leaving this episode with inspiration to take your coaching business and your life to the next level. If you found value in this episode, we would love it if you would subscribe and share it with someone else who you think might benefit from hearing it. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next episode.